The weapons shown in this video were confiscated by the Mexican government after raiding a narco compound. The weapons range from small caliber pistols to large automatic weapons. The scale and quantity of the guns that narcos possess shows how big the threat is to the Mexican way of life and Mexican communities. The weapons were taken from a narco compound by the federal government and autodefensas. Autodefensas are Mexican groups which the citizens created to help drive out the narcos. Autodefensas have been great for Mexican communities with narco problems. However, autodefensas are still indicative and representative of the larger issue here: Mexican government inefficiency in controlling the weapons that come into the country. Autodefensas have arsenals as large as the army or even the narcos. Most of these weapons are legal to have because they were purchased illegally or are not registered. However, that doesn't change the fact that millions of firearms in Mexico are creating violence and they are not registered because the government cannot keep.
Soy el doctor Martín Aguillón González, trabajo en el hospital de Altamira y pues el control de armas está del nabo. Entran las armas como si fueran dulces. Nadie hace nada, el gobierno es una mierda, los policías igual. Son una mierda, no revisan nada. Me llegan muchos heridos por los balazos que han recibido y muchos ni llegan para poderlos atender.
Levels of violence have reached a new level. In a zone like this, with no border patrol, inspection at the border, and police to strike back at the cartels, we'll now see the address of the mayor at the city hall.
Yes, we have to recognize there was a problem with security in our town. However, we have worked very hard over the last few months and years to reduce it dramatically. We've acted on many fronts, the most important of it being prevention and identifying the sources of violence. We've worked aggressively on the areas that generate insecurity and violence for our citizens, and we've essentially solved the problem over the past few years.
But this is just the tip of the iceberg of a bigger problem. Now the Iran deal has been signed, which consists of curbing of nuclear weapons in 10 years. Lifting sanctions equals more money in the economy. Now our correspondent in Iran will show us some of the celebrations.
If you want to know how Iranians feel about this deal, look no further than the streets of Tehran. There, the answer seems clear. Their celebrations continued late into the night.
This was the best thing that could happen. We are happy.
I
was very happy when I heard this news. Many things will definitely improve. Relations between Iran and Europe and other countries will greatly improve, and the pressure on the people will ease a little.
And they weren't just celebrating on the streets, but on social media as well, despite sites like Twitter being officially banned. This map shows hashtags like Iran talks and Iran deal were trending, especially around Tehran. Used in tweets like this, capturing the late-night celebrations and sharing the photos, some wanting to mark what they see as an historic step. But why are people in Iran so jubilant about this high-level political agreement? Well, it's because they believe the lifting of sanctions will directly benefit their everyday lives.
The prices are going to be low, and I think that the people will be able to buy more, and I think that we will have better life.
If Iran can be more friendly with the international community, that would be much better.
The sanctions have had a negative effect on the Iranian economy. The country went into recession for a couple of years. Growth has been restored at the moment. It has hurt people because it has lessened their ability to purchase goods, and some people have lost their jobs.
But for all the optimism, the effects are unlikely to be felt immediately. This is still only a framework deal that's been carved out, and the exact details may yet be some way off. Ben Bland, BBC.
The lifting of the Iran deal was very good for us because there's more money in the economy. Now we can export and we can take part in international trading and relations. So there's more jobs, money for everyone.
I'm here in the streets of Iran, where people are bustling with joy because economic sanctions have just been lifted. These sanctions have been lifted since Iran agreed to the nuclear deal, which means that their arms race for nuclear weapons will be reduced and controlled and will be up for inspection every month. We are looking into the tunnels that Hamas uses to get from Palestine to Israel. We have access with an Israeli army member who is preventing the passage of Hamas to Israel. Why do you think defending your nation is so important?
I have signed up to fight the Hamas and defend this great nation because we have to preserve our culture. If we allow the Hamas and Arabs to win, they will wipe us out. And with that, they will take our culture, our women, and our children. And those rapists and murderers cannot be allowed to continue spreading in the Middle East.
The soldier knows he has no other option than to fight. Israeli soldiers are finding themselves under severe pressure from Hamas and Hezbollah, groups founded by Iran, which are going to benefit from the signing of Iran deal that has opened a channel for more money to go to these groups. I am shocked about how the international community isn't responding to this issue. Guns are used by people. Imagine your children walking down the street while there's a maniac around the corner. These are things of morals and value. Morals and value we have to learn. Morals and value we have to teach. Thank you. Emilio Hernandez, Noticieros Televisión.